Then Judge Judy finds the forged evidence. The courtroom went silent the moment Monica Vale smiled and called Judge Judy a toy. Not a joke. Not a mistake. She said it with diamonds on her wrist, cameras in her face, and the kind of confidence that only comes from someone who has never been told no loudly enough. 4A. But what Monica didn't realize was this. By the end of the case, her own lawyer would turn against her, her assistant would expose her, her fake evidence would collapse. 4. And the woman she came to destroy would walk out with something Monica could never buy: the truth. And if you love courtroom drama, liars getting exposed, and Judge Judy serving justice with surgical precision, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, because this case starts arrogant, but it ends with a public collapse. Monica Vale walked into court like she was arriving at a red carpet event, dadar earrings, perfect hair, smile so polished it looked rehearsed. She wasn't just a real estate investor. She was an online lifestyle influencer, a woman who sold confidence, success, and luxury to thousands of followers. Her brand was simple: be powerful. Be untouchable, never apologize. But across the courtroom sat Elena Morales, a quiet, middle-aged housekeeper who had worked for Monica for 6 years. No entourage, no expensive lawyer, no performance. Just a folder clutched to her chest, and the exhausted look of someone who had finally decided she was done being afraid. Monica was suing Elena for defamation. According to Monica, Elena had posted lies online. Claiming Monica mistreated her staff. Monica said Elena was trying to destroy her brand. But Judge Judy heard that word and stopped. Brand. That was the first crack, because Judge Judy wasn't interested in Monica's followers, her lifestyle platform, or her shiny little empire. She wanted one thing: proof. And when Judy asked Monica whether she had evidence that Elena had lied, Monica's perfect smile started to twitch. She had screenshots. She had gossip. She had comments. But proof? That was a different story. Then Elena finally spoke. She told the court she had worked nearly 60 hours a week, but was only paid for 40. She said when she asked for her missing pay, Monica told her she was lucky to even work in her home, lucky to be noticed by someone like her. The gallery shifted because everyone could feel it. This was no longer just a defamation case. This was about power, about class, about one woman treating another like she was disposable. Monica rolled her eyes. She interrupted. She mocked. She tried to shrink Elena right there in front of the judge. But Judge Judy shut it down instantly. In that courtroom, Monica wasn't the queen of her mansion. She wasn't the star of her channel. She was a plaintiff with a weak case and a dangerous attitude. And then came the first bombshell. Elena had a recording, a video from Monica's own kitchen. The bailiff loaded it. The courtroom monitor lit up. And suddenly, there was Monica's voice, cold, sharp, cruel. You people are replaceable. Don't start thinking you matter. The courtroom gasped. Monica froze. For the first time, the woman who had walked in like she owned the room, looked trapped by her own words. Of course, she tried the classic excuse. It was out of context. It was edited. She had been provoked. But Judge Judy wasn't buying it. Because Monica hadn't just made a bad comment. She had revealed a pattern. And Judy saw it immediately. People like Monica don't explode once by accident. They expose themselves one sentence at a time. Then the video continued. Monica threatened to fire her staff and live stream it. She laughed about loyalty. She treated humiliation like entertainment. And every second that played, Elena sat there quietly. Watching the courtroom finally see what she had lived through for years. But Monica wasn't done digging. When given the chance to question Elena, she turned the courtroom into a stage. She asked Elena how much she had been paid to lie. She accused her of jealousy. Then she said something so ugly the entire room seemed to stop breathing. She said, when you give power to people who don't deserve it, they start thinking they're your equals. That was the moment Judge Judy saw the case clearly. This wasn't just arrogance. This was contempt. Not for the court, for people, for workers, for anyone Monica believed was beneath her. But the real twist was still coming. Judge Judy turned to the payroll records Monica's own legal team had submitted. These documents were supposed to prove Elena had been paid properly. But Judy noticed something strange. The The signatures didn't match, not a little mistake, not a harmless inconsistency. They looked forged, and when the clerk revealed the metadata, the courtroom erupted. 4. The documents had been created 3 days after Elena filed her complaint. 3 days after, they had been backdated. Suddenly, Monica's defamation case wasn't just falling apart. It was turning into something much darker. Forgery. Forged evidence. A cover-up dressed in designer clothes. Monica panicked. She blamed her assistant. Then she blamed her lawyer. Then she tried to act like everyone was twisting the truth. Faye. But Judge Judy delivered the line that cut through every excuse. Monica didn't need anyone to twist her story. She had already twisted it herself. And then, in a moment Monica never expected, her own lawyer broke. He stood there, sweating, cornered, and admitted he had doubts about the documents. Then he said Monica had instructed him to make the records match. The courtroom exploded. Monica screamed. She called him a liar. 4. She said he was trying to save himself. But the damage was done. Her own lawyer had just placed the truth on the table. And Judge Judy made sure Monica understood exactly what had happened. She had accused everyone else of lying. Feely, but now, the person hired to protect her had confirmed the story didn't hold. That's when everything changed. Because arrogance can survive criticism, it can survive embarrassment. 4a. But it cannot survive betrayal from inside the castle. And Monica's castle was crumbling fast. Then came Amber, Monica's PR assistant, a young woman standing at the back of the courtroom, shaking, Faye, holding a phone like it weighed 1,000 pounds. She told Monica to stop lying. The room turned, the cameras moved, and Amber revealed that Monica had ordered her to leak damaging stories about Elena after she was fired. 4. Monica wanted Elena painted as a liar, a thief, ungrateful, someone no one would believe. Amber had the messages, aimime terms, instructions. Monica had not just mistreated Elena, she had tried to destroy her reputation. 4. And when those messages appeared on the screen, there was no performance left, no influencer smile, no confident laugh, just a woman watching her own words bury her. Judge Judy said it perfectly. 4. Monica had walked in calling the judge a toy, but now everyone could see who had been playing with people's lives. The courtroom shifted after that. The shouting stopped. The performance died. Monica sat there with smeared makeup, trembling hands, and nowhere left to hide. And then Judge Judy did something unexpected. She didn't just punish Monica. She made her look in the mirror. She told her that attention is not affection. Followers are not friends. 4. Money is not respect, and power is not what you own. It's what you owe. For the first time, Monica stopped fighting. Then Elena stood, and what she said was more powerful than any insult Monica had thrown at her. 4. She said she had worked for years, hoping Monica would see her as a person. Not a maid, not staff, not someone beneath her. A person. She said gratitude does not mean silence. Respect is not something you buy. 4. And dignity is the one thing no employer can take away. Monica broke, not dramatically, not beautifully. Just honestly, she whispered, "I'm sorry." And for Elena, that was enough, not because it erased the damage, but because for the first time, Monica had said something real. Then came the verdict. Judge Judy found in favor of Elena Morales. All damages awarded. Monica's case was dismissed. 4a. And Monica was ordered to make a formal public apology, not for spectacle, for sincerity, because she had spent her life performing in front of cameras. Now she had to stand in front of one without pretending. The next morning, 4. Elena walked out of the courthouse quietly. A reporter asked how it felt to win. She smiled and said it wasn't about winning, it was about being heard. And across town, Monica sat alone in her penthouse, surrounded by marble, full silence, and the ruins of her image. She turned on her phone camera. No filter, no glam lighting, no performance. And she apologized to Elena, to the court, to everyone she tried to fool. Some people mocked her. Faye. Some forgave her. But everyone watched, because this case was never just about unpaid wages. It was about what happens when power goes unchecked, when cruelty hides behind success, when someone confuses fear with respect. Full Monica Vale walked into court thinking she could crush a former maid. Instead, she exposed herself, her lies, her forged records, her manipulation, her fear. 4. and Elena walked out with the one thing Monica had spent years pretending to have, dignity. So now I want to know what you think. Did Monica deserve that second chance? Or was Judge Judy too generous after everything she did? Faye, drop your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more courtroom drama, and watch the next video, because in Judge Judy's courtroom, arrogance may walk in loud, but truth always leaves standing.